Well, I'd like to welcome you all to our last show of the season.
Very last show of the season.
Very last show of the season. Do you realize, Tommy, we've been on 20 weeks? It's a long time, 20 weeks. You know that?
Sure is. 20 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, that's exactly 19 weeks and 4 days longer than the Middle East war lasted.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, how do you account for it?
Well, Israel had this extreme air power, and the Arabs had Nasser, and there was the tank wars.
No. What I meant, Tommy.
Sinai,
I meant
primarily attacking,
Tommy.
zooming in and then retreating.
You don't understand.
They did
Hey.
it, not us. They did it. What?
Hey, you know, I meant how do you account for us being on for so long?
Oh, there are very
You know,
many.
being picked up next year, we'll be back in the fall. Now, how do you account for this?
Many, many reasons. I think the people of in television land like what they saw, and there's so many people that we have great producers, fine writers, fine directors, skilled technicians, but
that's not right, Tom. We had a show on last year, and we had directors and producers and writers and everything, and we failed.
Yeah, but there are directors and writers and all these things on this show. Not one of them's an Arab.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Betty Davis, Sid and Marty Krofft's Puppets, Jefferson Airplane, Esther and Ofarim, Pat Colson, the Louis Dupont Dancers, Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, and the Jimmy Joyce Singers. With special guest star Tony Randall and extra added attraction Jack Jones. Brought to you by Pronto Push Button Floor Care, new from Johnson Wax. The push button foam that cleans and shines floors, arrives in 5 minutes. Pronto.
Do you hate doing the kitchen floor? Well, I'm with you. But now, push-button floor care is here, new from Johnson Wax. It's Pronto. Pronto, fastest way to do a floor. Now, I know you've heard that before, but wait till you see Pronto in action. Pronto is a new kind of cleaner wax, concentrated in a unique push-button foam. Foam that spreads around nice and easy. Foam that picks up the dirt so it rinses away. Foam that dries to a bright wax shine so fast, you can use your kitchen again in just 5 minutes. That's right, just 5 minutes. I know it's hard to believe you can do floors so fast till you see for yourself. Do that. Try Pronto, push-button floor care. Fastest way to do a floor. It cleans, shines, dries in 5 minutes. Pronto, new from Johnson Wax.
From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Yeah. Well, Tom, it looks like we have a marvelous audience tonight.
Yep, and we have some wonderful guest stars to go with our marvelous audience.
That's right. We'll be meeting Ava Gabor, Eddie Albert, and the Turtles in just a few minutes.
Yes, and we're also going to present some pungent social comment on the pressing issues of the day.
No.
Issues of the day, tragic crisis of modern man, struggling upward in the morass. Yes, friends, the morass, the dirty morass, deep dirty morass of wallpaper. We're going to delve into the controversial issues and the material that faces our society today.
No, Tommy, we're not going to do anything of the sort.
We are going to make social comment, and we're going to talk about what's going on in the world today, friends.
No, we're simply going to sing a little song that was a hit about 30 years ago.
But it has pungent social comment.
It doesn't. It's got nothing, really, just nothing.
Then go ahead and sing the song.
What do you mean, go ahead and sing the song? You're going to sing it, too.
I'm not going to sing a stupid song that has no truth in it or nothing.
All right. I'll sing it by myself. My hat, please. Mr. Riddle? Potatoes are cheaper, tomatoes are cheaper, and now's the time to fall in love. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker gave the price a downward shove.
You know something, Dickie? There's a little story behind that simple little song.
You tell him, Tom. Tell the folks.
Okay, well, this cute little song became popular during the Depression when the working classes were being exploited by the capitalist warmongers with their big cigars, monocles, and cap teeth. Yes, sir. Tomatoes are cheaper, while the treacherous red menace was wooing the hapless masses with cheap tomatoes and potatoes and succotash.
Oh, no. That is not what this song is about.
That's what it's about to me. It's pungent and it's controversial.
All right.
It's
All right,
pungent.
then I won't sing it. There's plenty, Tommy, just plenty of other pleasant songs. Nelson, hit it. Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town, Chicago, Chicago.
The shame of our city. All tinsel and glitter and neon lights blaring in the night. Painted woman with ruby lips and powdered cheeks. Glistening teeth, yes, sir. Glistening cap teeth, decadent and brazen like beautiful dolls.
No,
they turn
no.
men's head in
Tommy,
the slum
hey.
areas of the cities of blight upon our face of America.
Tom.
I rest my case.
It's about time. Now, if you don't mind, I'll sing another song that has nothing controversial. I swear, nothing.
All right.
And you just shut up and listen.
All right. I'll be careful. I mean, you be careful.
I'll be careful when
Because
you
I'll be
listen.
listening.
All right, hit it, Nelson. Oh, me name is McNamara, I'm the leader of the band. Although we're few in number, we're the greatest in the land. Ah, there's Hinnigan, Flanagan, Flanagan, Hannigan, Donahue,
Hold it.
Clone.
Nelson.
Oh, for crying out loud, what's the matter now?
Didn't hear one Jewish name in the band. You sure start some controversy there.
Yeah, I sure did.
A giant, great big band with nobody Jewish in it, no Italian, no Chinese, no Greeks, huh?
That's right, because they're all Irish.
A little discrimination, I'd say, going on in there. Hinnigan, Flanagan, Hannigan. I didn't hear one Palucci, one Rabinowitsky, or one Hayakawa, Iowa.
I mean Hayakawa.
Hayakawa.
Yeah, and
And
what
I'll
else?
bet there's not one colored person in the band either.
That's right. Of course there isn't, because it's an all-Irish band.
Then you're going to be hearing from the NAACP.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna...
You heard me.
Who are they?
The National Association for the Advancement of Irish Colored People.
All right. Tommy, you made your point. My brother's absolutely right. These
course
songs
I'm
were written 30, 40 years ago. They're very old
Bring 'em
songs.
up to date.
They're out of date. Let's bring them up to date.
Bring 'em
All
up
right?
to date.
Hit it, Nelson. Oh, there's Hinnigan, Finnegan, Flanagan, Hannigan, Donahue, and McClone.
Palucci and Suzuki and Macropolis and Cohen.
Oh, there's every race and creed and nationality in the land, and they'll all march together in McNamara's integrated band. Yes, sir!
Thank you very much. And if that number looked familiar to any of you here in the studio or you out there in video land,
Spit it out.
You're right, because it was familiar.
Yeah, it's familiar. And actually what my brother is trying to say...
I was saying it very well. Not real well,
was
but I was...
that number was from our second show. And
Yes.
since this is our closing show of the season and we're not repeating any of the shows, we thought it would be a nice idea to repeat one or two of our favorite bits from the past 20 shows.
Yes.
So in addition to our guests this week, Esther Ofarim and her husband Abi, and Jefferson Airplane, we'll be showing you a scene we did with Betty Davis early in the season.
Yeah, that
And
was
also, yeah,
fun.
yeah. And also the one we did with Tony Randall, Jack Jones, and Sid and Marty Krofft's Puppets.
This is a suggestion by our writers. They suggested this so they could get out of work.
That's true. And we'll be doing these in the show, later on in the show. And we'll be right now we're happy to welcome back two of our favorite people, Esther and Abi Ofarim.
This is Esther's third appearance on our show, and this time Esther joins voices with her husband Abi, whom we both know, bringing us an Israeli tune entitled "Onward to Cairo." No, it's entitled
Viva la Feria, which happens to be a Spanish
Yes,
number.
a Spanish-Israeli tune. Viva la Feria, Mazel Tov.
Viva la plaza, viva la ilusión, vivan los ceros graciados de mi comarca. Vienen la los amores de mi comarca. Viene la canción, viva la vida y los amores de mi comarca. Viva la feria, viva la plaza, viva la ilusión. Vivan los cerros trallados de mi comarca. Viene la canción, viva la ilusión. Viva la vida y los amores de mi comarca. Viene la canción, viva la ilusión. Viva la vida y los amores de mi comarca. Viva la vida y los amores de mi comarca.
On our fourth show, we were privileged to work with one of Hollywood's all-time greats, Miss Betty Davis.
And one of the all-time nicest, and she messes around.
That's right. And my brother was, and my brother actually was able to fulfill his lifelong dream to play a dramatic moment opposite a fine dramatic actress.
Yes, you know, and in this scene you can tell what a fine actress she is, because even though she was understandably nervous wreck
Yes,
appearing
she was
on the same stage with such a great actor as myself, she just hit it and looks as calm as can be.
Mm-hmm. You both look, you know, the both of you, Tommy, I think you're the one that looked nervous.
Well, I was afraid she'd blow her lines.
That's right. And we'll have that dramatic scene right after this commercial.
That's right. The bull is here. Flavor's here. Bull Durham. Now ready rolled. Filter tip. Made extra size, too. Bull Durham says, I smoke slow for richer flavor. Bull Durham's made extra size. It's thicker than most cigarettes, so it smokes slow. The slower the smoke, the better the taste. You'll feel the difference in size, taste the difference in flavor.
Bull Durham's here.
Bull Durham says, I smoke slow for richer flavor.
Tonight, we would like to recreate for you a landmark in the March of Democracy. As Miss Betty Davis and my brother Tom relive a turning point in history, the French Revolution and its bloody reign of terror. The setting is the royal palace. The poor people of Paris have asked for bread, but the vain and selfish Queen Marie Antoinette only laughs at them.
Peasants, filthy rabble, they cry for bread. Ha! Let 'em eat cake.
And opposing this vain and irresponsible monarch is my brother Tommy. Yes, I realize that's hard to believe, but that's how it is. My brother is in the role of the patriot Robespierre.
Rose who? I'm not playing any guy named Rose.
I didn't say you were.
You said Rose. I heard you. Clear as a bell.
Tommy, I said robes. Robespierre, like in bathrobes. Okay, now, Tommy, Robespierre, now get this, was a man dedicated to the obliteration of the cruel aristocracy.
Huh, to the guillotine with the aristocracy, and let their perfumed foppish heads fall into the waiting bastard. Flop.
Well, now, in this scene, Robespierre demands social reforms from Marie Antoinette. He plans to run her through with his sword if she refuses.
No, I'm not going to run her through with any sword.
Tommy, you have to.
Oh, no, I don't. I like Miss Davis, and I don't run through a great actress with a sword. It's in bad taste.
Okay. Agreed. But she's playing the part of a queen. Do you understand? She is not Betty Davis. She plays the part of a queen.
Okay, I'll just stab her in her queen part.
May I continue setting this French scene?
So be it, chérie, mon ami, mon cher Paris.
Same to you. It is twilight. Alone and secluded, Marie Antoinette relaxes in her chambers. Robespierre enters, filled with patriotic fervor. The cry of the revolution is on his lips.
Liberty, equality, and fertility.
Who is it who dares enter the chambers of the Queen unannounced?
It is myself, the fiery, impassioned patriot, Robespierre.
What is it that brings you to the palace, Rose?
Not Rose, Rose. Like in bathrobes. And I come to beseech my queen on behalf of my subjects before my liege to press my suit.
You sue on behalf of the people, bah. They are nothing but noxious swine, vile and offensive, irresponsible, unreliable, and odious.
Well, you may think they're adios and vile and expensive and call them noxious, call them irresponsible, call them unreliable. It's undeniably true. It's not bad. Call them French or German, call them Ethel Merman, call them Shelley Berman, Yether.
You empty-headed, insolent puppy, hold your tongue. Surely we can discuss this like civilized people here. Have a piece of cake.
Nay.
Or would you care for an eclair?
Nay.
Or a Hostess Twinkie? Have a Fig Newton.
A fig on your Newton. While my friends, the filthy rabble, are starving, all you think of is gay revelry. All-night orgies with champagne, noisemakers in paper hats, and continuous dancing to 3 great-name bands. Well, I am filled with contempt and loathing, and a wave of nausea sweeps over me.
'Tis a pity before the sun sets you shall be taken in my private carriage through the countryside and driven to my summer palace, where you shall be thrown into a dungeon till your flesh rots. How does that sound to you?
Well, up to the dungeon part, not so bad. But nay, Queen, I am prepared to die for France, and you shall die with me.
I shall summon my guards.
But nay! It'll be of no avail. Before they hasten thither, I shall have run you through your queen part. Be prepared to die.
Don't be a fool, Rose.
Now you're really gonna get it. On guard!
No, wait. Wait, it's all clear to me now. If you spare my life, I will grant the people's petition. Okay. Not only that, I shall put into effect a war on poverty, slum clearance, better schools, and medical care for the senior peasants, and the beautification of our highways, so that France will stand as a model to all the world.
And it shall be known as the Grand Society, and you shall be the First Lady of France.
Just call me Queen Bird.
It's rather difficult to describe the music of Jefferson Airplane, the group you're about to see. Their style features a combination of psychedelic sound and color, and, well, if you want to experience it to the fullest, we suggest that you, I don't want to offend any of you, but we suggest that you eat a banana while you're watching. Or smoke a banana, as my brother said, but Actually, he's pretty far out, even for me. Now, here they are, Jefferson Airplane and their latest hit, White Rabbit.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall, tell him a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you a call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice, I think you'll know. Logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the dormouse said. Beat your head, beat your head.
McLean's did it for me. I wanted my teeth to look a lot whiter, so I made the big switch to McLean's. McLean's got my teeth the whitest I've ever seen them. McLean's works. He just loves it when I smile.
Get with McLean's. It's the world's best-selling toothpaste for whiter teeth.
I came back to Brill Cream. Same with me. I tried a clear gel, but I didn't like the way my hair looked. So I came back to that little dab of Brill Cream, because it leaves my hair looking natural. I came back to Brill Cream.
And I'm glad he did.
Brill Cream, best-selling hairdressing in the world.
There is one more scene we'd like to repeat for you. On our Easter show, we had a lot of fun doing something a little different for us. With the help of Tony Randall, Jack Jones, and the Sid and Marty Krofft puppets, we did a bit that was sort of a fairy tale fantasy entitled The Frog Prince. And to our surprise, we got thousands of letters about it.
I was surprised about that, too. I didn't think frogs could write.
Tom, these letters weren't written by frogs. They were written by people. You know. Now, once again...
Dictated by frogs.
All right. All right, for all you fans and frogs, once again, The Frog Prince.
Hear ye now, good people, I have a tale to tell. Tell a tale of love and sorrow. Perhaps you know it well. Perhaps you know it well. In the land of sundown, beneath the willow wind, there lived a pretty princess. Her name was Amberin. Her name was Amberin. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, doobie doo. Many handsome princes sought Amberin as bride, but only Prince of Smothers won favor at her side. One favor at her side. Amberin loves me. Fa la 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 doobie doobie doo. There is in every kingdom a doer of foul things, a man whose heart is cruel, and woe is all he brings, and woe is all he brings. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, I'm a fa la 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 la. The beautiful Amberin and the Prince of Smothers were planning to live happily ever after. But the villainous doer of foul things abducted her and held her prisoner in his deep, dark, dank, damp dungeon.
Ah, my pretty one. No one will find you here in my deep, dark, dank, damp, dim, damn dungeon.
Where are we, you dirty old man?
A place so secret even I don't know.
Why have you brought me to this foul and evil place?
I was hoping you'd ask. I'm going to torture you, starve you, then beat you.
But why?
Because I love you. And you always hurt the one you love.
Suppose I told you I loved you.
No, that would take all the fun out of it. I want you for my wife.
Why, baby? Does she play with dolls?
No, don't you understand? I want you to marry me.
I can't stand you.
Why not? Why not?
All right, I'll tell you why not. You have bad breath. Bad breath.
If you won't marry me, you won't marry nobody, no how, no time. Get it?
And what will you do to me if I refuse?
If you refuse, my little puppet princess, I'll whittle you to death. No. Maybe I'll sandpaper you to death. No, I know. I could throw you into a pit of termites. No, I know what I'll do. I'll tie knots in your strings, and then I'll wet you down, and then I'll leave you out in the sun to warm.
You beast! You wouldn't!
I will, unless you marry me, and nobody can save you. Not even that fair idiot, the Prince of Smothers. Curses. Who can that be?
'Tis I, the fair idiot Prince of Smothers. I'm looking for my true love.
Sorry, I haven't seen her. What is it this time?
Could I use your restroom?
No!
Help!
Hark! I think I hear my faint Prince's faint voice. Stand aside, you blackguard.
Oh, fair idiot, my beloved, my darling sweetheart. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
So, it's you she loves. 'Tis I. I'll put an end to that. I'll change you into a teddy bear.
I like teddy bears.
You do? Then I won't change into one.
If you were a real rotten villain, you'd make me something into really repulsive and disgusting, like a frog.
You gave it away. Now I know what to turn you into. Zap!
You're a frog! Woe into Prince Smothers, who is changed into a frog, and all because he happened to love a shapely log. To love a shapely log. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 log. La 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 fa, la 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 fa, la 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 la.
Oh, my poor prince. Turned into a frog and forced to spend the rest of your life eating bugs.
Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit.
What was that? A grasshopper.
Yeah, they're not so bad.
Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit.
Oh, mon Dieu! Mon Dieu! What is that?
That is the biggest bug I've ever seen.
I'm not a bug. I'm the good fairy. I've come to help you, sweet Amber Inn.
Oh, that you could, good fairy. I long to marry a handsome young prince. But alas, look, he is turned into a frog.
Ribbit.
That's right.
Ribbit.
I am a frog.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Now I am forced to marry the villainous doer of foul things.
Nay, it need not be. For with my magic powers, I shall save you from that tragic fate.
Oh, what must I do?
Aha! You must kiss this frog. For only then can the miracle happen.
Oh!
Ribbit. Ribbit.
I get it. She kisses me.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
And everybody lives ever after when she kisses me. That's right. Go ahead, Amber Inn, and kiss me.
Oh, you must be joking.
No, you must kiss him. Believe me, it will be worth it. You'll find true happiness forever after.
Stop!
Ribbit.
What's going on here?
Ha ha! Your plan is foiled.
Yes.
Quick, princess, kiss me.
Don't do it, kid. It'll get around that you kiss frogs.
Now, princess, before it's too late.
Oh, thank you, fair princess. Just think, a few moments ago, I was an ugly, stupid frog.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
But now, I'm a handsome prince.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Wait a second, I'm a crummy frog. What happened?
Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
What happened?
Hey, what
Ribbit.
happened?
Ribbit. Ribbit. Some miracle. Your princess ran off with the good fairy.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
What kind of a fairy is that?
And thus ends the fairy tale of the Frog Prince and the Frog Villain.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Strangers in the night. Lonely people, they were strangers in the night. Exchanging glances, it turned out so right. For strangers in the night. Dooby-dooby-doo. Ribbit, ribbit, dooby-dooby. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Here he is, our distinguished editorialist and vice president, Mr. Pat Colson.
Good evening. During the past season, it has been my privilege to present our editorial view on the many controversial issues of our times. And I've gotten a lot out of it. A broken arm, 2 broken legs, a fractured skull, and thousands of threatening letters. To all of you who haven't written in, many thanks. Our form of government requires an informed public, and that goes for all of us, from the president on up. So I'll be back at this desk next year, barring further accidents. Meanwhile, stay tuned for the North Jim's back to plus choral and 7 reefs, followed by 14 dancing antelopes. The second half of the Smothers Brothers show. Thank you.
Start the hoedown, and away we go. Swing your partner. Now a do-si-do. Keep on dancing to the merriment while your neighbors have a Kent. Alaman left, the taste of Kent. Alaman right, the taste of Kent. So wing that gal, the taste of Kent. More taste, fine tobacco.
If you smoke a filter cigarette, try the taste of Kent.
On this, our final show of the season, we would like to share with you the many talents of our very gifted company.
First of all, we would like you to meet and enjoy the Jimmy Joyce Singers.
Oh, what will you give me? Say the sad bells of Rimney. Is there hope for the future? Cry the brown bells of Bethel. Who made the mine owner? Say the black bells of Runfa. And who robbed the miner? Cry the grim bells of Dinah. They will plunder willy-nilly, say the bells of Carthage. They have fangs, they have teeth, shout the loud bells of Meath. Even God is uneasy, say the moist bells of Swansea. And what will you give me? Say the sad bells of Rimney. Throw the vandals in court, say the bells of Newport. All would be well if, say the green bells of Cardiff. Why so worried, sisters, why? Sing the silver bells of wine, bells of wine. And what will you give me? Say the sad bells
Now we'd like you to meet Jimmy Joyce. Let's bring him in. Jimmy? Jimmy has worked on a number of major television shows, and we're very glad to have him on our show.
That's right.
He's a real pro. He's a fine musician, and he works cheap.
No, he doesn't. No, that's wrong. He doesn't.
I think I do.
Hey, Jimmy, why don't you introduce your singers individually and by name?
Yeah, okay.
Oriel Smith, Ann White, Doris Richmond, Carol Ferrasi, Harry Martin, Tom Baylor, Milt Chapman, and Rick Lipp.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like for you to meet our favorite man, our choreographer, fine gentleman, Louis Dupron. Hey!
We certainly want to thank you, Louis, not only for the dance numbers that you created for the show, but the way you've helped us move around and just the help you did all season, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dickie. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Louis has helped stage comedy stage movements in our thing, just done a billion things to keep the show on its feet.
Well, thank you very much. You know, it's a pleasure to work with two magnificent dancers like you fellas. You guys are incredible.
Well, we owe it all to
Ladies and gentlemen, the Louis Dupron dancers. Virginia Lee and Mark Wilder. Sonia Henning and Judy Van Wormer. Eddie Malone and Dick Monahan. Ron Poindexter and George Lefebvre.
There, the final touch to a happy paper doll. Her wash is clean and white, like the wash you used to get. But her neighbor is even happier, because her wash is bright. She's found how dull just clean and white looks next to bright. She's found Bold. Bold's power formula forces out dirt so your clothes actually get bright. Your wash goes beyond clean, beyond white, all the way to bright. Look closely at the big, bold difference. Blue, green, and white power granules that give you whiter whites. Redder reds. Checkier checks. That old clean and white just can't live next to bright. Your neighbor will be green with envy when you get your clothes bright with Bold. New from Procter & Gamble.
You know, there are so many people who have contributed
to make this show one that we're all proud of, that we just can't name them all. But we would like to mention our first of all, we'd like to mention our producers.
Yes, that's right.
Saul Wilson and Ernie Chambers, they're producers and writers.
And our director, Stan Harris.
And our wonderful staff of writers, Hal Goldman, Al Gordon, Stan Burns, Mike Marmor, and our head writer and sketch supervisor, Mr. Tony Webster. And two of our writers happen to be also performers. Alan Bly is from Winnipeg, Canada, where he worked on several television shows as a singer and writer, and he was also a cantor of the Jewish faith for 8 years. Alan Bly.
Mason Williams has been with Dick and myself and I for 3 years as a guitarist and writer and just plain kind of weirdo freak. He comes from Abilene, Texas. Mason Williams. He has written a number of original songs. We've done this year on the show, including our theme song, the Brothers theme, which he wrote with Nancy Ames.
That's right. And this is what it sounds like when the cowboy from Abilene and the cantor from Winnipeg go down to the Bar Mitzvah Ranch.
Yes. So here they are to play and sing. Oh, I messed up. They're not going to play and sing. What they're going to do is dance and laugh. An original song that Mason wrote that has never been performed in public before. Here they are to play cowboys and cantors.
There was once a man who couldn't do much. Every time he reached, he couldn't touch. Everything he said was so much wind. He'd just stand around and listen in. He heard song talking people, people talking songs, singing people talking people sing. All those people talking and singing about all those things. He heard everything that people have done. When you've heard them all, you've just heard one. He began to listen all around to a wider spectrum of sound. He heard bang, bang, beep, beep, click, boom, chucky, yucky, yuck, whir, tick, tick, boing, buzz, a ding, ding, rum, bum, pip, crack, ring-a-ling-ling. When he done heard all there was to do here, he began to search for something new here. There's more silent things than that sound something. So he listened to the shades of nothing. He heard rocks, sky, sun, eyes, wood, water, earth, time flying by, skin, grass, the unsurpassed sweet sound of love. Things began to get a little bit weird. What he heard, no one had ever adhered. Since silent sounds more or less the same, his mind played a silent little game. He heard rocks in the sky, sun in his eyes, wood, water, earth, and the time flying by, skin of the grass. When he heard love, honey ran out of his ear. L'chaim! Yeah!
That is great. You know, all year long we've had the pleasure of working with one of the world's greatest conductors and arrangers, and we mean this sincerely. We're very fortunate to have this man. He's a real gentleman, and well, he can't be up here now because he's down down below in a music studio. But let's have a big hand for our friend and musical conductor, Mr. Nelson Riddle.
Too bad he has a rhythm problem.
That's it. And we are delighted on this show to have helped discover some, what we think, fine new talent. Really good talent.
Yes, most notably our one and only Vice President, Mr. Pat Paulson. Wait a minute. Wait. I'd like to say this before he comes out. He's a wonderful, sweet, I mean this sincerely, a sweet and gentle man, and we love him dearly.
Yes.
So now, let's hear it from Mr. Pat Paulson.
Thank you. I just want to say a few things that it's been really wonderful working with the boys. They're really magnificent people, really not magnificent in the sense that they're so much different from anybody else, but they are really good guys. And I think they're not good guys, I guess, in the sense that just average guys, like a little below average, actually. After you get to know them, I don't care for them at all. I don't like them. They're just kind of a piece of scum, actually.
Pat, I thought you enjoyed working on the show.
Oh, it's just a job. Everybody's got to do something for a living.
Mr. Pat Paulson.
True sentiment. You know, you probably don't realize how much work and effort goes into a show like this. You know,
Yes, to put a show on the air, it takes 125 people working against each other.
That's right.
To come up with this effort.
He's not kidding, folks. And you see some of their names on the credits after the end of each show, each week. And all we can say is that we're very lucky to have them with us.
That's right.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back now after this commercial.
Smooth and fresh is the Newport taste.
Never harsh, never rough.
The smoothest tasting menthol cigarette.
Next week, a brand new show will take over this time slot, and it's called Our Place, starring the comedy team of Burns and Schreiber and the Doodletown Pipers. The first guest will be Carol Burnett.
So we suggest
you all
you
tune in. Should be a great show.
Yeah.
And now we would like to close the season the same way we close this show every single week, and that is with our theme song.
You know,
Go ahead.
I speak for my brother and myself in thanking all of these people and all the beautiful and talented guests that we've had throughout the season for helping us with our show. We love our show and we love all these people, even though most of them liked my brother best.
That's not true, Tom.
It's so.
It is not. It's not true.
It is so.
They liked you very much.
No, they
it's
always
been a
liked
long,
you
hard
best.
season, and we're all looking
They
forward to a
always
little
liked
rest.
my brother best. They always liked you best.
They did not.
Okay.
It's been a hard season. Aren't you looking for a little rest?
Yes, and we've enjoyed every minute of it.
Right.
Minute of it.
Every hour after hour of it.
And tonight we would like to do something we've had many requests for.
And that is to finish our theme song all the way through. You know, you've heard the first part, but for those of you who are curious, here's how the rest goes.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
This is Roger Carroll speaking.
Betty, did you put that bra through the washing machine?
Sure I did. It's a Playtex Living Stretch Bra, made to be machine washed.
It must be comfortable, but doesn't the elastic wash out?
Not Playtex elastic. It's made without rubber. I've machine washed this Playtex bra at least 50 times in detergent and bleach. Still stretches like new. You never guess it's been washed so many times. You'll love the fit.
For lasting stretch that won't wash out, new Playtex Living Stretch Bra.
Announcing a comfortable way to look 5 pounds thinner. The new 5 pounds thinner girdle by Playtex. Prove it yourself. Fingertips so. Press in. See? The new Playtex girdle has fingertip panels to hold you in firmly. Yet it's so different. Feels like nothing you've ever felt before. Look 5 pounds thinner without losing a pound. In the new 5 pounds thinner girdle by Playtex.
The Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour was brought to you by Playtex and the new 5 pounds thinner girdle with fingertip panels for extra control.